Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Capitalist Investor. As always, you have me, Diamond Hands D. We got the whole crew back together again. Tony, the wedding planner, Zabigala, and Cool Hands Luke.
Anti-wedding planner.
They're making fun of me because I went to like a wedding expo on Sunday.
You shouldn't have done that.
With my fiance.
You shouldn't have done that.
Tony says,
Now
no,
you are setting yourself up for all kinds of failure.
See,
You're going to be expected to do way too much now. You messed up.
See, this is why I need your dad wisdom all the time. I need you to like sit on my top of my shoulder.
Well, all right, man. Well, every Monday we'll meet and be like, hey, what's going on with your wedding planning? All right, don't do this.
Nothing.
Don't do that.
The answer is nothing. That's what you
don't
want.
do that and do this and yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
We got D back though. Yeah.
Yep, back in the saddle. And I think we'll talk a little Tesla earnings on this one. What do you guys say?
What I say was I think I was on the Big Money show yesterday, and of course the day I say, yeah, probably shouldn't own Tesla.
Yeah.
The rocket's 10% higher.
Yeah,
after
you're like,
hours,
don't.
so
I
I'm
wouldn't
like,
known that was a 10-foot pole. And then
well, because we're long-term investors here, right? And I think it's the same story. You know, one of the things we always talk about is just demand for EVs down. So you saw Tesla miss the revenue. You saw Tesla miss the earnings with profitability. So two big misses, but the stock's up 10% after hours. Why? Because a couple reasons.
Yeah,
Tony, you want to hit?
I'm like, because they said we're going to lay off some people. Ooh, that stocks immediately jump when they're going to fire people, and then they said they're going to make some cheaper cars because that's what exactly we need as Americans. Nice cheap plastic buttons that fall off, and
I think there was some demand for their battery technology too. From a lot of electric vehicle companies use their not battery technology. They're like how you charge it, the charging stations.
Yeah.
There was that surprised the upside a lot. Like how many people or how many they sold of the charging units that they have. So that got a lot of investors excited. What I will say is the same thing I said on the Big Money show is I think a lot of Tesla investors need to really caution and think about if they're getting owning the technology that Tesla is making or Elon Musk is making, because earlier this year, Elon Musk said he only owns 13% of Tesla. He wants to own 25% of the voting rights. If he doesn't own 25% of the voting rights, he's like, why would I create technology in my mind within Tesla when I can go create a completely separate company, build the technology, and own basically 100% of that company that I'm building technology in?
That's always been the argument with Tesla. Is it a technology company or is it a car company?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's valued still like a tech company.
Looking through the shopping room window, it's a car company. But what are they really? Like the dude's building rockets, the dude's making technology inside of those cars.
But Tesla doesn't build rockets.
Right.
It's a completely different company.
Right. I mean, honestly, I think the way things are going, he should, if he wants to make his own technology and make it better and his brain, his IP, right? Go start your own firm.
And also not be susceptible to BlackRock and Vanguard, who owns Tesla, that actually is going to help influence the outcome of the stocks.
Right, exactly.
He doesn't want to be at the helm of BlackRock and Vanguard.
But if he did that, wouldn't the stock the stock would not react positively to something like that. It
would have to reset from a valuation standpoint from a tech to a car company.
Exactly.
So it gets cut probably 75%.
Yeah, it would.
And that's why we don't own it. It's going into whole kind of valuation metrics, and Tesla's never made sense for us. We missed it on the way up, and thankfully we missed it on the way down from $400 a share down to $150. So
it's hard to own a stock when it's based off of bromance, right? Like a bromance over Elon Musk and just that love affair that everyone has with him. I never had it with him. But
I love Elon Musk.
Is that still going on though? Do you think as many people love? Or do you think more people love or hate Elon Musk?
Can I answer this?
Sure. I mean, you're kind of my boss,
all
so
right.
you don't have to ask me.
This is what I think. So the EVs are, in my opinion, like just as a high topic. I mean, obviously conservatives own EVs, but the idea behind a non-fossil fueled car is more left, left of center person, right? A democratic type of mindset. And when you got Elon on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, spouting off and he's leaning more conservative now, how does that affect the person who's buying the car and buying the stock? Like, man, I love the car, but I hate his views. I'm selling the stock. When that person probably made millions of dollars
or not
early
buying the
on.
car.
Yeah. Or not. Yeah. I don't know. Like if they start hating his views, I could see people selling the stock because he is starting to get more loud on social media on his political standings. That's my take.
I think it's a very fair take. I think that's something that you need to pay
You're
attention
not saying
to.
that because you just called me your boss.
Whatever you say goes.
Man, that's a great take.
You're so smart.
Don't fire me.
Yeah, I think the Elon Musk hate has been coming through pretty strongly for about a year, or more, really, ever since he took over Twitter. And you can't, obviously Twitter isn't real life. You can't go on there and see people saying they hate Elon Musk and they're selling their Tesla. That's one person, right? One vocal minority. But I really do think it's kind of balanced out. I don't think there's as many fanboys for Tesla, but I also don't. I also think that there have been people that have been turned off by Elon Musk's politics and just passed on the Tesla.
Yeah. Yep. So overall, you guys buying Tesla?
Man, I actually thought about shorting it. It's crossed my mind.
Buying puts? Or
The put machine? Yeah, I do awesome with that. No, it just crossed my mind. I'm like, is it some type of dead cat bounce kind of thing? Like, because at the end of the day, once the shininess of, they missed on earnings and like
first
what
down
is,
year
is,
since 2020.
What is gonna? Why is it up? That's why I'm.
Because does anything ever make sense anymore?
No, it does not.
Until it does.
Right. No, I mean, that is not investment advice, but it's crossed my mind.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is it going up from here or down from here? Quick take and we'll wrap it up.
I'm gonna have to say down, honestly. I don't think the valuation makes sense anymore.
Yep.
They're gonna have to come through with some big earnings, and I don't see that happening. Halfway because of the company and halfway just because of the economy. I don't think people are sprinting out to buy the high end EVs. The lower end EVs I think make sense, but I think it remains to be seen if that's going to be a viable price point and they go out there and work and do what they're supposed to do.
I think Elon Musk has bigger dreams than just cars.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see him start really pivoting focusing on SpaceX, focusing on Neuralink, focusing on Boring Co. Like all these different things that he's got going on, maybe take them public. And then basically I think that a lot of Tesla shareholders may be left holding the bag in the long term, or at least the foreseeable future, next couple of years.
Yep.
So as we all know, we do have the new layout on the show. So this is coming out on Thursday, and we will have a brand new show for you guys on Monday next week as well as Wednesday. So tune on in. We got a couple different topics. We like to keep these nice and short and sweet for you guys to drive your 10 minutes to work and just pop this on.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. As always, if you have any comments, show ideas, hit us up at info@swpconnect.com, and we'll talk to you next week.
The opinions expressed in the podcast are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any investment, legal, financial, or tax strategy. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry. Please consult a qualified professional about your individual needs.